Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are demoing our laundry room / mudroom, and we are going to give a complete overhaul, make it so much more functional for our family, and I can't wait for you to see the end. Okay, so I apologize that my washer and dryer are currently running. So our back door is here from the garage, and we come in. I'm not entirely sure what my kids did yesterday. They took out all of the shoes from the shoe rack. Everything from over there. I have no idea what was happening. My oldest daughter is supposed to pick this up after school today, but I'm going to get a head start and try to go through and see what I can purge of shoes that maybe don't fit anymore, the things that they don't need. Okay, so that's where the kids are supposed to put their shoes, on the shoe rack currently. We have our laundry, soaps and stuff up there. Our washer and dryer. Tucked back here is actually a laundry sink, but we can't even really get to it because of this shelf. So yeah, my husband is not happy about that part. So that's something we want to fix. I have this shelf here that I had purchased these hooks, and it was intended for their coats and backpacks to hang on. So each kid had a multi-layered hook, and obviously that's working really well right now. Some laundry up here that I had steam cleaned that I got to put away. I think underneath it, yes, this is a cute basket full of mismatched kid socks. That's currently holding that up. That's fine, it's fine. And then this is the closet, and it did have doors on it. We took them off because it was so inconvenient to have the doors on, obviously. Maybe if we were a more functional family, it would be fine, but for us, it was not working. So what I'm gonna be doing is going in here and knocking out these little partial walls where the door frame is. They're not structural, they were just there to make it a closet. The structural walls on our house are these walls right here going this way. So I'm gonna knock these little walls out so it's a nice open room, and then we're gonna slat wall this whole side and then up here to the window. And it's gonna just give us so much more room, so much more functionality. I am so excited. The closet was kind of where like the adult stuff was, and it's just a super hot mess right now. I can't even start to think about what's going on in here because it's just so bad. So I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of here. And if you're interested, check out part 1 of this series. That's where I went and just organized and purged and tried to figure out what the heck all this stuff was. Because what I'm just doing right now is taking it all out into the hallway in the living room and piling it. So then from there I had to figure out, what can we get rid of? What doesn't fit anymore? What's going to be off season? Things like that. So when I say that I've tried so many different arrangements and options for organizing in this laundry room, I mean it. This shoe rack that I had the kids' shoes on, I had purchased, maybe like 6 months prior, and it was fine. It was from Amazon, but it just didn't work with how the kids organize in their brains, and everything else in this room just did not work. So we had talked a long time ago about taking down these little partial walls, opening it up, and just making it so that everything is more accessible. And it just finally hit the breaking point and said, we need to do this now. Mostly cleaned out. Not gonna vacuum it because we're about to make a mess. So, one last look. Here we go. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to smash a wall. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. How is it that kids can punch a hole in the wall and I can't even use a hammer to make like a dent? What? If you have never taken a hammer, sledgehammer to a wall before, I encourage you to go and do it. Find a demo project in your home to do because this was way more fun than I thought it would be. I was so hyped up after this. I was like, yes, I am going to go into construction work. I'm going to be a demo worker, do flips, whatever. But then my arms hurt for like 3 days and I couldn't move after this. So I'm like, yeah, maybe not. But seriously, go find something to demo and you'll have the time of your life. Okay, so we got all the rest of that knocked out and now we're starting to hang up the slat wall panels. We are not going to patch the drywall holes on the sides of the walls and the ceiling. We're just going to cover them with the panels and it'll be fine. And the panels that we're using are from Menards. We don't have any other hardware stores within like 100 miles of us because we're from the hometown of Menards. And yeah, good luck trying to find a Home Depot or a Lowe's anywhere near us. So if you have a Menards, this stuff is from Dakota Panel. This is the Haven finish and I just love it. But for the slat wall, you can only get the smaller 2x4 sections in stock. You'd have to special order the 4x8 sections. So for us, it was no big deal. We just got the smaller ones. But then you can also get the trim that matches, the paneling we put on the ceiling, it matches, the whole look. I just think it's gorgeous and I'm so happy with the product. I'm also so thankful that my husband has all the tools and the knowledge necessary to help me with this project. And I'm glad he got on board with it because look at how beautiful this turned out. I am so excited. And now the fun part, putting everything back. I figured I would have a section for each kid so that they would have somewhere to put their shoes, their coats, their backpacks, their mittens. And then you'll see my daughter come in here. She wanted to get her library book and she's actually sitting on the floor reading it to me. But I just have to keep going in between saying, oh, yep, nice. Just part of that mom life, right? And so I had been kicking myself that I had never thought of using slat wall before. I come from a retail merchandising background. In my work life, this was a key staple of how we merchandise things and how you display things. And our homes should be a display piece as well. And I am so glad that now that we have the slat wall installed, it can be so versatile. It can change with the seasons. It can change with us as the kids grow, as our needs change. I am so looking forward to being able to use this space that is functional and beautiful. And here it is, the finished result. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It was so much fun. And if you haven't already, please check out part 1 to see the purging process and the cleaning process. And we'll catch you next time.